Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly, back to do a quick video here to catch up on the album of the week. That's what we're going to do. A little VC chair with my Styx koozie I picked up at the concert a few weeks ago. Yes, just kind of getting right down to it, album of the week. Do have a couple of recent finds and also another equipment upgrade, which I'll probably share in another video sometime, but this is going to be focused on album of the week, which is what you hear playing in the background actually. I'm sorry, I think my lighting's a little bit off, but hopefully camera will adjust properly there in a moment. But anyway, album of the week this week is one that is it's been one of those, I think, kind of quiet as kept albums. It came out in 2012 and it's a fantastic album. It's actually what you hear playing in the background, of course, which is this right here. It's Bad Brains, released in 2012, Into the Future. And it just hit me this second. I don't think I've used this as album of the week yet, but if so, it gets 2 weeks. But I don't think I have. But many of you that know Bad Brains, I think they kind of made their name coming up in kind of the punk and hardcore scene. But truly one of the most talented groups out there. And I don't say that from a standpoint of just, like, I like them, so sometimes people that like a band, they automatically just kind of support them and say they're so great, so awesome and everything. But really more so from the standpoint of there are very few bands out there that are the true musicians like Bad Brains are. Like for most of us in the VC, we typically like a lot of different types of music, and when you dive in our collections, you'll see this band, this genre, going from here to here and so forth. Rock and metal to R&B to jazz and so forth. But what you don't always see, or you just don't see it often, period, is a band that actually makes records and songs that jump around from genre to genre like that. I mean, that's something you do not see very often. But one that can truly do that to a very high level is Bad Brains. It's amazing how you can put on one of their records and 1 minute it is a total and complete reggae record you're listening to as far as the track. The next minute it turns into a industrial metal or just a straight metal track. Next thing it turns into just a punk and hardcore track. And like on one album they can bounce all over the place. And to me that's them being true musicians and really just having an appreciation for just music in general, not getting stuck into you're just reggae or just this or just whatever else. And again, this is one album that definitely shows that skill very well. Matter of fact, what I'll probably do is I go through this, I'll just maybe kind of bounce around on the needle drops to give you an idea. But you can kind of hear what's playing in the background right here, which is Make a Joyful Noise. I don't know what you can hear everything here. So again, you'll have a piece that'll sound something like that. And then let's just kind of bounce around a little bit here, give you an idea for those that maybe haven't heard the album. Maybe this song is Jah Love, which again, as you can hear, is kind of a reggae, kind of Muse Madness type thing. And then when you bounce right to the next track, I mean, again, just right into those metal type riffs that they do. And then let's see what else is good on this side. Well, that's what you just listened to there. This was called a MCA dub or whatever. So again, that just kind of gives you a little bit of an idea about just kind of how diversified the music is on this particular album. Last thing I'll talk about really quick before I play my favorite track, and I think this really kind of sums up the album. You can see here it's kind of a clear vinyl with a bunch of different colors kind of splattered on there, and that really is kind of the best way to sum up the album. It's just I guess when you talk about music in terms of colors and feels, that's really what it is. Just a mixture of a lot of different colors, just splatted here and there, depending on what track you're on and so forth. So my favorite song and favorite track on the album is one called Popcorn, which is really kind of cool too. I mean, I've always said with that track, leave it up to Bad Brains to figure out how to take reggae, metal, and hip hop and actually mix all that together and make a track that is awesome. And again, they completely nailed it on that one. So that's going to be the needle drop for this one. It's going to be the song Popcorn, which again I think is my favorite track off of there. And one more time, that is the cover. That's a nice shot of the group back there. All right. So anyway, there you go, VC. If you're not familiar with that album, make sure you check it out. If you're not familiar with the band in general, make sure, they have quite a catalog of stuff out there. And again, no matter what type of music you like, reggae, punk, metal, everything in between, you'll definitely find something from Bad Brains that you think is pretty darn cool. So as always, without my fancy editing equipment, I'm going to move the camera a little closer to the speaker so I'm able to pick it up right. And the needle drop will be, again, for my favorite song, Popcorn, coming up. All right, take care, VC. I'm sorry, let me turn this light off too. It might be a little...
You're doing a beautiful job. Level.